Hello everybody, my name is Riya Christie. I'm a software engineer at Vacancy Technology. Today we're going to learn about Angular resolvers. Let's get started. This will be our approach through the video. We'll be looking at the basic definition of Angular resolvers and why we need it. We will look at its flow and do a stepwise implementation. You can code along with me. Also, the code is available in my Github repository. You can get it from there. Now let us begin. We all know that Angular provides us something known as guards. Guards are used for controlling the routing or the navigation of the users. We have the can activate guard, the can activate child guard, can load guard, and the can deactivate guard. Also, we have the resolve guard. Now, the resolve guard performs route data retrieval before route activation. Route data retrieval before route activation. In simple words, it is used for prefetching data when the user navigating from one route to another. It can be defined as a smooth approach for enhancing user experience by loading data before the user navigates to a particular component. So, in simple words, before the user is navigating to another component or another page, Angular resolver prefetches data for us that is necessary for that particular component. Now, I will show you a real world example. Now, here I have built a small demo website without using resolver, using just simple routing. See, did you see here? The Let's Start Shopping heading is appearing much before the data below it. Before this data that is coming from the API is rendered, this Let's Start Shopping is appearing. This is not a good user experience. A partial page is rendered, this means. So now I will show you using Angular resolver. This I have built using Angular resolver. See, the entire page is rendered all together. There is no partial rendering. Also notice how the route changes. It changes only after the loader is gone or the entire page is loaded. See, in this you can see that the route changes and after that the data is retrieved. So we will be implementing this thing. We will do a stepwise implementation. Now let us look at the steps for implementing Angular resolvers. The first step is to implement the resolve method. Now in a project, we will be creating a products resolver service class and it will implement the resolve method. Now let us dive into our project so you can get a better idea. Now I won't be coding the entire thing here. We will be just implementing the resolve part. However, the code is available in my Github repository. If you need the entire thing, then you can get it from there. Now here I have created a services folder and it has a product service. We have a product service class and it returns it has a method known as get products and it returns us an array of products and this returns us the data from the API. Now we create a products resolver service and here is where we implement the resolve interface. So implements resolve. Now let us go to its definition. Now as you see here, it requires us to implement the resolve method and the resolve method has two parameters and it can return us an observable of type T, a promise of type T or T itself. Let's copy this and modify it according to our requirement. We'll remove this parameters as we don't require it and our observable would return an array of type products. We need to specify the return type here, that would be product. array. Here now this would here we would return the get products method, the data from get products. So this dot product dot get products. Okay, we need to declare it here, private product of products. Okay, so here we implement the resolve interface, and it returns us the data from the get products method, that is the API. Now let us look at the second step. The second step is to make changes to the route configuration. Here we'll be making changes to our app routing module file, and let us head to the editor. Now here we want to prefetch data before we are navigated to the products route. So here is where we will add our resolve property. Now here we have the resolve property. The resolve property will hold an object, and here we specify a variable name, and here the service or the resolver service that has to fetch data for us. Now here in our case it is the products resolver service, so we specify it here as the value, and the key would be the variable name where the data that is fetched from the resolver service would be stored. Now this variable name would be used in this products component to access the data. So this is what we do, and then we also have to register it here in the providers array. Like we register the services and cards, we register the products resolver service here. Now the third step is to access the resolved data in the required component. In our case we require it in the products component. So let's head to our products component, and here we need to access this data using the activated route snapshot property. So let us write this dot activated route dot snapshot dot data, and here we need to specify the variable that we had registered in the routing module. Here as you see, we had registered it using the name of products, so this is using this variable name we would be getting the data here. Now we want to assign it to this dot products, so the data that will be available in the products variable would be assigned to this products, and then our work is complete. I have binded it to the HTML already. I'm also adding console logs at some places so we can see what data is available to us in that part of the code. Here I have added one in products component, and I'm adding one in the products resolver service. Now let's head to our browser and check. Great, this is working fine. The entire page is loaded all together, and there is no lag in the data, or there is no partial rendering that we observe. Also notice how the route changes. It changes only after this component is instantiated. Let us look at our logs. See, the get products data in resolver is fetched first. The data is available to us in the resolver, products resolver service, and then the data is available in the products component. With this, we have implemented our Angular resolver successfully, and there is no partial rendering of the pages. That's what we wanted. This will give a better user experience. Let us know if you like the video in the comment section below. Hit the like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Also mention if you have any queries and if you'd like to learn more about such topics. Now, happy coding!